And welcome everyone, it's your boy Zero, and today we have a very special video. A lot of you probably already noticed the goggles around my neck, which means we're going to be talking about the Digimon Card Game. But this is not an unboxing video. As much as I love collecting the cards, creating my own special sleeves for them, creating awesome decks with awesome strategies and stuff, we're not going to actually be opening up cards, but we are going to be playing the card game in a very special way. This past Saturday, May 11th, AmIEviL, another creator here on YouTube, along with a group of his friends and probably a programmer that he hired, finally released the open beta for DCGO. Now, for those of you uninitiated, the DCGO client is an automated program game of the Digimon Card Game with all of the latest sets released so far. By automated, I mean that as effects start popping off in the card game, the client does it for you. It basically doesn't allow you to miss timings when it comes to attacking, digivolving, or what have you. This is also very special because card games can be very expensive, and having a client that allows you to test decks before spending all that hard-earned money on those cards is just very invaluable. Now, this client is still very new. It was just released. We're on version 1.0. We're up to BT15, the 15th set, along with all the extra sets in the game as of the recording of this video. And I want to do a quick overview and sort of review of this client. We're going to play with 3 of my favorite decks against random people online on this service to see how well it works and to see how easy it is to use. We're also going to go through all the options available as of now. I will not, however, go over how to install this service. There's already an amazing video by AmIEviL themselves, so go and check that out. I'll have that linked in the description. And I'm also not going to tell you how to get all the images for the cards. Once again, it's in the description. AmIEviL already described how to do it, so just go follow that. With that being said, everyone, let's get into it. And here we are with the DCGO client up and running. As you guys can see right there at the bottom right below me, it says version 1.0. This thing is still brand spanking new. Unfortunately, any updates that are going to be coming in for the foreseeable future is not going to be automated. You're going to have to delete and reinstall every time they come out with an update until, AmIEviL and his group get this whole thing figured out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start it up. After everything's installed, you have all your card images and stuff. You just gotta run it and click the start button. Now, everything looks pretty bare bones. Over here, up here, you can actually add your own name. I suggest you do that. Of course, Zero the Hero, that's me. You have options to go battle, build a deck, configure, patch notes, and card images. Usually what this tells you is what card images you might be missing. Right now it's telling me I'm missing BT2108, P1, I guess that's an alt art, and then of course the alt art for BT1, which it doesn't matter. These cards are old and I don't use them anyway. Patch notes. Over here it tells you everything you need to know about the most recent patch, any fixes they made, very useful. Any program for any game should have something like this. So that way, if something works a little bit different, you're not going to get confused. So enough of that. Configuration. One of the most important aspects you're going to have to get used to. Graphics. You can have the background particle effects removed. I like to have them on. But yeah, they're just going to show you some weird black squares moving all around. We're going to keep that on for the purposes of this video. Window size. I have mine set to my full screen size. 1920 by 1080. You don't have to. You can set it however size you want. Let's go to gameplay. There's a bunch of what I call dip switches. I come from the fighting game community, so dip switches is what I'm calling them. Essentially, these help you play the game better. Turn the opponent's cards upside down if you want to see them upside down. I keep them straight up so I can see them better. Cut in animations, which you will see soon. I think they're awesome. I keep them on. Turn suspended card sideways. Obviously, you want that on so you know what cards are used up or not. Check before ending the selection. All these things. Make sure you look at them, read them over, make sure you know what you need on or off. This is how I like my setup. Sound. I usually like keeping the BGM, the background music, all the way to 0. Because I like playing my own music. However, I don't want this whole thing to get copyrighted, so we're gonna keep the stock BGM that comes with the with DCGO. Sound effects, obviously, you want to know when things are happening. Keep those on. Server region. Now, it is recommended that we stay in the USA region, especially if we're there. However, a lot of people have been jumping into DCGO to try it out, and they actually double the capacity from 500 to 1,000 concurrent players. It's still not enough. I tried logging in yesterday, playing on the USA server, and I just was not able to get in. I switched to Brazil. However, you guys can play on any server you like. It is recommended you stay in the USA server if you are in the USA. It's supposed to be more, I guess, reliable. I'm going to switch to the Brazilian server. Actually, let's try the USA server. Let's actually try it. Let's see how it works today. Language, obviously, if you know Japanese, switch to Japanese. I'm sticking with English. My Japanese is very not good. And then, of course, you can exit the game. Deck building. Now, you guys can see here I have a bunch of decks built up. So my BT-15 War Greymon, Examon, Gallantmon, got D-Brigade, Gaiomon, Tyrannomon, Ragnarlord, Leomon, and I've been testing Dragon Links and Virus Imperial Dramon just for shits and giggles, just to try out and get used to them before like the new support comes out. Building a deck is not hard. You just go to new deck, and you could either create your own from scratch, or you can import them from any of the other deck building websites that are available. I recommend doing that because all you got to do is copy the text, click on import from clipboard, and everything's set up. But for the purposes of this video, let's go ahead and let's create one. We're just going to search for a few cards. Why don't we go with Dracomon, right? As a matter of fact, no. Let's go with the Tentomon line. Our buddy Raul is going to like that. So let's go with Modimon. Whoops. Double type the M over there. Alrighty then. So let's go with the new one, BT-15. End of your turn. If this Digimon has Insectoid trait, it can attack your opponent's Digimon. So let's add 4 of these guys. Just click it 4 times and you got it. We have another Modimon over here. Level 6, get 1,000. Insectoid, get 1,000. We're going to click that. 5x. I like running 5. Don't at me. Let's go with Tentomon. Here we go. You just type it in there and it gives you all these options. If you want to search by color or by type or anything like that, you can go over here, search by color, rarity, anything like that. You don't have to do it by text. I like doing text. BT-15 Tentomon, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very important. When attacking, suspend an opponent's Digimon. Let's go with 4 of those too. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4 searchers. And I think that's 12. Yeah, all right. Kabuterimon. It's going to be a very focused deck. Now, notice how it shows everything. Not just Kabuterimon, but anything with the Kabuterimon name in it. Keep that in mind. It can be a little bit confusing. Let's go with... when attacking. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. There's a blocker one that I think we should probably use in this deck. 1, 2. No, there's a blocker one. Oh, page 2. There's a page 2 at the bottom. Make sure you check that. Here we go. And it Digivolves for 1. Having a blocker is always good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 10 champions, which is how I like to do things. Get 2 more of those. Why not? All right, now Mega Kabuterimon Ace, very important. We're gonna go ahead, add 4 of these guys. He's just so incredibly useful. I see no reason why not to. Yas Queen. All right, we're gonna go 1, 2 with that, and let's go. Actually, no, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 more of that. Yeah, there we go. Now, we don't have to keep searching. Kabuterimon already has everything we need here. Start of your main phase. Let's go 1, 2. 1, 2 of that as well. There we go. Now, we have pretty much all our Digimon set. Let's look for Izzy. You guys pretty much already get this. But we're going to go ahead and keep adding them. Let's add 2 of this one too. All right, we are missing 9 cards. Let's start using the color options. So we're going to go with green. We're going to go with card type, option cards, and we're going to search. We're going to add 3 of this, 1, 2, 3 of that. And some Grandel Souls. Let's actually remove that. And let's get some searching cards. Yeah. Actually, let's go with a Hidden Potential Discovered. It's practically a broken card in this game. Let's go with 1 less of this one too. Ah, looks like we're missing this one. I don't know why. It's an alt art for Flower Cannon. No need to worry because we don't really need it. And let's go with Agility Training. And our deck is complete. Then you just go ahead. Kabuterimon Tribe. Oh, well, let's just call it BT15. And then you can set an icon by going to the top right over here. Let's go ahead and make it this. And that's pretty much it. You click the save button and your deck is set. Now, if you want to edit it, once again, you just click here. If you want to do a test draw, you just click it up there, redraw, add a card. So before you even go and play, you can go ahead and test to see how consistent your hand will be. You can clear it out or quit. I think that's pretty awesome. So the deck builder is pretty good. I recommend you guys, once again, build it somewhere else because reviewing some of the cards can be a pain in the ass in the deck builder. But enough of that, let's go right into battle. All right, once you get into the battle menu, you're going to see these 3 options. Random match, that's going to go ahead and tag you up with some rando online, which is what we're really going to use. You can set up a room match. Now, you could either join a room or create one. If you create one, you're going to be given this room ID over here. Give it to a friend who has also installed the DCGO client. Have them join a room using this code, and you're set to go. You can choose who's going to go first or second, or just randomize it, and you can go ahead and select your deck right over here. Pretty easy to use. I have no complaints. Then, of course, you can just do a bot match. When you do a bot match, we're going to do, let's go ahead and use Tyrannomon, select the deck. It's going to throw you into a match against, obviously, a robot. When you start a game, it's going to show you your hand. You can either mulligan or keep it. Let's hit the mulligan. And this is how the game looks. You click on things to have it happen. I just hatched an egg. Digivolve into Palmon. And notice how it draws for you immediately. I think that's freaking amazing. What else? It also moves the memory gauge for you. So let's go ahead and play Taiga. Sets the opponent to 3, and you're set to go. This is what we've been wanting for the Digimon card game. And notice how quickly everything happens, especially when you're playing against the bot. This is a great way to test the game out, try out new decks, try out new cards. I think it's fantastic. But enough playing against the bot. Let's go ahead and actually play against a random person online and see how well that goes. So let's get into that. All right, we're back at this menu. We're going to go ahead and click on the random match. And I'm going to use these 3 decks over here. My War Greymon, my Examon, and my Gallantmon deck. So let's go ahead and select War Greymon, and let's have some fun. Look at that. I didn't have to switch servers. I'm in the USA server, and I'm set up with someone. Now, I find it pretty hilarious because this person didn't seem to choose a name. Now, I am fully aware that my face is going to be covering up some important information, so I'm going to do my best and switch the position of my camera, so give me a quick second. All right, now I'm down here. Perfect. Let's see. I have a pretty decent hand. I'm going to be going first, but you know what? We're going to mulligan, and that's a much better hand. I'm much more happy with it. My opponent looks like, yep, they mulliganed as well. So, once again, let's go through this. Over here, you have your breeding area. Click on it to hatch an egg. I'm player 1, so I do not get to draw. Now, anybody who plays the Digimon card game will already know red and black not a great color for searching and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and actually hard play the Agumon for our first play. That way we can start searching out things that we need. Alrighty, so I see AmIEviL Merciful Mode. I put that card in this deck in case I play against purple Digimon. I don't know what this guy has yet. I'm going to grab my War Greymon, and I do get to grab my Memory Setter. So I'm happy with that. Let's set these to the bottom, and let's let our opponent play. They're also playing an Agumon deck. Isn't that hilarious? They're not playing an Agumon deck. They're playing Red Hybrid. For those of you who are fans of Season 4, you're going to like that. Oh, this is going to be painful. Red Hybrid, ever since late last year, has gotten extremely fast and extremely explosive. And I'm not looking forward to getting beat. The idea now is to outpace my opponent. So, Agumon X will go over Agumon. That way we get even more searches. Ooh, okay. I can only grab a Greymon with that effect. Let's set these to the bottom. And alrighty. Now I have some options. I can go into this Greymon that'll help me play more ties later, so I'll do that. Excellent. Greymon X for the extra draw. Love it. And let's make sure we keep getting memory in the future. Our opponent already has a memory setter, so I want to make sure I have mine. Alrighty, he's going into Agunimon on top of Takuya already, and right into Aldamon. And that guy had a power-up. Another thing I really do like is top right tells you how many evolution cards they have in the stack, and then of course the level, and then how much power they have. Very important information. I get to Blast Digivolve, so let's see what I got. I can delete something that's 6k or less. Not gonna use it yet. And this is great. Bam. I always recommend this to people when building Digimon decks. Always have at least one card for removal. It's just gonna help you. No matter what color you play, I like having at least one piece of removal. This just proves it right here. Like, damn, this guy smacked right into my security shields. Okay. You could always, if you're curious about a card, go over it, right-click it, and you can see everything here. If you want to see the image even bigger, right-click it again. You can see everything. Alright, it already drew for me. I don't want to play the Agumon, so I'm going to go ahead and go into the breeding area. Draw. Excellent. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into Metal Greymon. Love it. Next, Metal Greymon X. Extra security attack. And a power-up. Once again, you can right-click it. You can see all your stacked cards over here on the left. It's telling me how many security attacks I have. I have the piercing effect. And plus 4k. Love it. I could also look at my own card once again. Now, do I have Blitz? Till the end, this Digimon gets alternate turn, target switched. I don't have it, but I can indeed attack. I have several security checks thanks to this tie over here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Security check. I should have gone through that Digimon. In retrospect, I should have attacked the suspended one. All this stuff just set up to go by itself. I love it. Oh my god, this is so great. Alright, and to end my turn, because I don't want to leave myself without a blocker. The awesome thing about this BT12 War Greymon is that he reboots himself in the same turn that he was Digivolved. He also has blocker thanks to the black tie, so let's see what my opponent tries now. bunch of level 3s. I'm not gonna block that. My security stack is stacked. Alright, let's block this one. Getting tired of my security getting attacked. Not gonna... I'll let that one go through. Ooh! More memory for me next turn. Okay. Alright, there are no ace level 4 Digimon, so I don't have to worry about my opponent coming at me. Just in case things go weird. Okay. Let's go ahead and check through my opponent's security. He does have ace Digimon in the deck. Alright, and just for shits and giggles, let's see what I draw. Very cool. Yep. Let's go ahead. It's a Greymon X. I'm being a total douchebag right now. Alright, I don't need to do this. Direct attack and game's mine. Very cool. Now, that was fun. Game 1 was cool. Let's go ahead and try to find another random match. This time with my boy, Examon. Look at that. Matched up already. I love how quick this is. Alright, this is a horrible hand. Let's mulligan. Still horrible. Alright, this guy's called Echo C. Sorry for mispronouncing it. If you're watching this, thanks for playing. I really don't want to give my opponent that much, so let's go with Davis. I'm going to go with the Dracomon, because God knows I'm going to need it. And the Imperial Dramon Ace. Notice how the game just runs so much more quickly. I love it. This guy's playing Crossheart. And he already has an X7 in hand. Alright. For those of you who don't understand, Crosshearts is my most hated deck. As a matter of fact, it's not even just Crosshearts. Anything that crosses. I hate the crossing mechanic. Alright, we're gonna have to start building our stack. Dracomon in the back. Green Cordramon for the block inheritable. And let's go with the Wingdramon. It's gonna be a very painful game. Oh boy! Oh, doesn't this thing have material save? It does. I thought he crossed. Oh boy! Alright, so notice all those cool animations. I love them. I did not know that they did this for the cross mechanic. But I will say this, I really hate seeing it. Fuck. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, I don't see a bubble. This bubble usually tells you that the Digimon has a special ability. So, your turn, your turn. So, nothing on my turn. Do I want to do that? Yeah, but if this thing gets targeted, I lose memory. Alright. Thankfully, my Slayer Dramon can unsuspend himself once per turn. Very nice. Let's try to leave our opponent with as little memory as possible. 2 Davises, I got to grab one. And let's see how he fares. Now, the cool thing about Slayer Dramon is that I can force my opponent to attack. And look at that. All I got to do is tell it what I wanted to do. And because he has the blocker ability, I can force it to block and get rid of it. The material save, however, will make it easier for him to continue crossing later. I really hate that. Since I already know he has that X7 in hand. He's paying a lot of memory to pull it off. Jesus Christ. Oh, never mind. He didn't pay much for it. So tell me how fair that is. Reboot, rush, and that. Your turn, your turn, your turn when attacking. Opponent's turn. While this Digimon has Shotmon, gains reboot, unsuspend. He's a big boy, alright. And the on-play effect was delete when your opponent's Digimon DP less than this. Alright. Not a lot of security checks, hopefully. I'm gonna need that. Select the order. Very cool. And Digivolve for free, essentially. And then we go into Groundra. Now, thankfully, we have a Ace Digimon in our hands, so if our opponent tries anything funny, we can go ahead and pull it off. Another X7. How much can this guy save from dying? Save 4 material. Gross. Let's go ahead and counter. And here's a neat little trick. We're going to go ahead and suspend ourselves. And then unsuspend. So then I could use a special ability. Which you're going to see in just a second. And we're going to play a Tamer. I run 1 Davis and Ken in this deck. Specifically because I run green and blue. It's essentially going to give me 5 memory when I start next turn. I'm not blocking because I don't want to lose my Digimon. There's no way he has enough material to play another frickin' Alright, still at 10. I will use the evade ability to stop from dying. And I think my opponent is pretty much done, because I don't think he has the blocker ability. Never mind, they gave up. Hooray, that's win number 2. Let's see if we can make that 3 wins. This time with Gallantmon. Look at how quick this is. Alright, my opponent's going first. Looks like they didn't change their name. Trust me, guys, I do recommend you doing that. That way you don't just look like just some random guy. We're going to keep this hand, actually. Anyone who plays this card game knows that if you're playing red and you see at least 1 rookie, you're lucky. Alright. I'm hoping this isn't the same person. No, because they had a name last time. This is someone else playing Crossheart. Why, though? Alrighty. Hatch. I don't want to use the Gilmon, but he's the best searcher this deck has. So we need to find Takato. Do I have a War Gromon? I don't. We're going to select that, and we also get to grab the Takato. Let's put it like that. And let's ensure we get some memory next turn. We also get to search. This War Gromon is indispensable. The Black Gromon and the War Gromon, you guys want to get those for your Gilmon decks. Ooh, no. There we go. Okay, there we go. Another frickin' tamer, but I'm not seeing the Cross 7, which is giving me a lot of hope because I don't want to see that thing. Not yet, at least. Oof! That's what you get for attacking my security. And of course it has on deletion save. Sorry for not explaining too much about the card game itself, guys. I did, however, make a video on how to play it, so it's going to be up there in the eye, so make sure you check that out. Funny, I could have sworn I would have seen my last opponent play this one. Alrighty, I don't have a rookie. Or level 3. This is going to be hilarious next turn. Let's go ahead and dig through this deck. Fuck. Alright, so thanks to our opponent, we have 2 cards. The second I get into War Gromon, we're both gonna mill the top 3 and I'll have 5, which means I could play something. Automatic, I love it. Now I get to play a card from my hand or trash. I do want to get Takato on the board, so let's go ahead from hand. This Takato essentially allows me to blitz the same turn I Digivolve. And I don't want to go into this just yet, but I'm probably going to have to. Especially if I want to outspeed my opponent. And we shall blitz. Okay, now to see what my opponent pulls off. Alrighty. There are 3 cards under the Tamers. They're probably going to go into an X4 or something like that. God forbid an X6. Is there an X6? I don't know. I don't really care too much for the crossing mechanic. Me and my big mouth. Not very happy to be seeing this crap. Oh man. Greymon from hand. Ballistamon probably under, yep. Not even under a tamer. How much does this guy need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it needs to be these specifically to reduce it by 2 each. Essentially making it a cheap play. Oh my god. Played this guy for practically nothing. And of course it deletes my Digimon. Here we go again. And a fourth tamer on the board. Alright, let's build this stack. I don't have a Growlmon, so I can't keep building. Let's search one out. Oof, God, I want to use the Crimson mode. But knowing my luck, I won't really be able to use it much. Alright, let's go with another. There we go. Gonna need that Growlmon. Hopefully this guy isn't able to play another Digimon or something that has Rush the same turn. Because if they do, I'm pretty much set. The game's done. It's one of the things that annoys me. Like, you can have a pretty much good hand and the game's done whenever you're playing cross. If they had made it so it was just under the tamers that you can source from, I would have been like, alright, that's more fair. Okay, my memory setter's in. It's gonna... What can they play for 3 memory? Alright, just another Sanjuro. Pretty much have my stack ready. What I need to do is actually draw a Gallantmon. Alrighty. Does he have blocker? He does have blocker. This is not going to be a fun match. Alright, Gilmon. Was a free Digivolve. To the winning opponent's Digimon, you may Digivolve this Digimon to a level 6 Gallantmon. I don't have that yet. So let's go ahead and use this up. Click it. Choose. And let's get some stuff. From hand. I still don't have a Gallantmon. And this guy has blocker. Gallantmon is what I was going to need. I literally have the stack for power. Oh, man. Your turn when one of your Digimon... Oh, it's Digimon. Damn it. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Alright, guys. It's not looking like I'm going to be able to do much. I was hoping to draw a Gallantmon. Damn. Nah. Yeah, there's no way I can do this. So what we're going to end up doing is just surrendering. Obviously, this guy was able to pull out the big guns. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I hate this design. It looks ridiculous. I'm a hater of crossing. Don't judge me. But we're just going to go ahead and click the surrender button. It's all the way up here in the cog. What is this? Play log. And we're just going to go ahead and surrender because there's no way I could do anything. Pretty sad. But hey, at least I won one game against the crossing deck of freaking cross hearts. Alright everyone, and that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to slap the like button, mash the subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments below, did you enjoy this video? Do you like DCGO? Do you want to try it? if you guys do want to try it, please go ahead and go support Huang Zero. I'm going to link all his stuff in the description below. Go download it, go follow his tutorial video on how to install it and how to get everything running. If you guys don't know how to play the card game and still somehow watch through this video, go ahead and look at the video I made a while ago on how to play the Digimon card game. It's quite fun and it's quite informative. Once again, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more awesome content.